we've had a great time here in Chicago. We got in on a Tuesday, so we haven't been here for 5 years or so, and we've had a really fun time in the city, and even better time than this weekend with you guys here. So so really big thank you on behalf of James myself for coming to see us, and waiting out there and coming to see us in here as well. It's really cool of you. And to be honest, I'll just crack on with questions. Let's do that. He said,
Man, a few words. Yes, ma'am, you apparently have a question.
Yes, hi, I'm Jessa, and I'm an aspiring actor. So I was wondering if you have any acting advice.
Yeah, talking to my friends. I would say the best one I had is just be confident in the performance you're given. So I actually, at the start of the year, I did my first ever stage show, which was an experience in itself. I got given the script, and I was cast as the lead, and I had 3 weeks to learn 46 monologues. So I basically thought, right, what did I do for my exams in high school and do the complete opposite to that? So I essentially just locked myself in a room for 3 weeks and just learnt it, and then we rehearsed it so many times that I wasn't nervous because I knew that any problem that we could have on stage, we were very, we'd covered all areas. So yeah, I guess just be very confident in everything that you do when you're performing.
Hi, I was just curious about what it was like filming the last Harry Potter movie, or maybe the death scene. I'm just curious about that. Wow, terrible wording. Yeah.
For me, it was probably the easiest day of work I've ever had to do. I think you're the person to ask for that. Yeah, mine too. It was fun, to be honest, because it was weird being in the Great Hall when it's all knocked, demolished pretty much. That was quite weird. And I remember that we always assumed that it would be on a closed set, which means that they'd only be the director and cameraman and the people who are in the shot. But I was a bit wrong about that when we came to do it. The Great Hall was filled with people. Probably about as many as are in here, probably more. I'm going to cry like a little girl. That was really good. But it's quite a weird experience, the whole thing. To see your actual brother all pale and everything. As far as it went, I've read somewhere that apparently I cried, we hugged, we said how much we love each other. In reality, we all went to lunch and left James on the sleeping floor. I was in the moment. But it was one of those things. It was a very ending moment, I suppose, for our characters. Well, certainly one of them. And it was good that it happened, I suppose, on the last film, as opposed to the first.
I was just wondering, what your favorite movie was to film, and James, I was wondering if I could have your name tag.
My favourite movie to film? I don't know, we love filming all of them, and I'm not just saying that because people say that, but we did generally have a great time doing them. I guess I had the most fun, was possibly on the Goblet of Fire movie. As you probably tell, I like to grow my hair, and I was allowed to for that one. And we were able to, the cast there's a lot more guys our age there, so like Katie, Rob, Stan, Clemence all came into the picture, so we had a great fun doing it really. And yeah, that was just one of the jobs where when the final day of wrap is there, everyone's genuinely just gutted because they wanted it to keep going and going. So yeah. Do you want this now?
Hi. I was wondering if there were any scenes that you either read through or actually did film that didn't make it into the final cut to the movie that you guys really enjoyed filming, or whether you were in it or not.
There was a couple of, quite a bit of Quidditch stuff. Filmed lot. Like, I suppose to cover all bases on that, one or two of those didn't make it into it, so quite fun. But there was a part in the Goblet of Fire, like a big swamp sequence. But shame we never got to film that, because I would have thought it would be really cool. I suppose it's just part and parcel of the filming, really. You know, there's some stuff that doesn't make it, and others does. But yeah, definitely the swamp would have been cool to do.
Maybe a few of the outtakes would have been good to, if they ever release those to the public or not. I remember when, actually going back to the Goblet of Fire, we did the World Cup scene, like when the campsites all on fire, and I can remember I was just running and I stood still, and they had like fire marshals all over, because obviously there's fires everywhere. And this guy actually let the fire extinguisher off at me. I don't know if it's because I had long ginger hair at the time or what. So that was, yeah, that would have been an exciting shot to watch, I think.
Hi, my name's Jen. So I'm a really big fan of the Patronus charm, and I actually have a tattoo of one on my leg. I was wondering what would be Fred and George's Patronuses?
I have no idea what Fred or George's Patronus would be. I don't even know what mine would be, I think. I don't know, I've recently acquired in my garden a hedgehog. So, this year I was just sitting there watching, like, eating my dinner one day, and this hedgehog just walked across the garden. So I'm going to say a hedgehog would be mine.
So would they both be the same?
I don't know if they would, you know, because I suppose Fred and George's would be something that would be very mischievous almost, and almost does their own thing as a really...
I have been thinking about this because, you know, it's my question, and I was thinking maybe, like, perhaps hyenas? or perhaps, like, a mockingbird?
I was thinking like a ferret. Because they get into everything.
Or a squirrel or something like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi. So we all have Molly Weasley mixed up Fred and George all the time. I was wondering if you guys ever switched places on set and got away with it. You know, like what your best stories are from that.
We did for basically there's a long Great Hall stretch. So you know, I think it's in like the second movie when the shot's right at the top of the hall, and then you see like 500 kids all down the one row of table. During one rehearsal, we switched sides, and that was all we ever did on screen. And we accidentally, we told when someone, a reporter asked us that, we told them that story. 6 months later, we heard apparently that we were then asked another question at another Q&A thing, and they said, "Is it true that you switched roles and you got caught out and they had to reshoot half the movie?" No. Basically, there's the crew are probably twice as many people in this room right now. So if you're the reason they're going to have to work another couple of hours, you're not going to be very popular for messing around. So.
Thank you.
You guys are kind of known for being like pranksters, of course, in Harry Potter. I was wondering, like, offset, was there any like good pranks that you guys played on like other cast members or anybody else in the production?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think what I can say without getting in a lawsuit. There's a few good ones. I'm trying. The thing is that when you do a prank, you've always got to be expecting another one coming your way. So always have a better one to finish it off. One time, one of the makeup artists, one of the trainees, I don't know what she did, it was something very minor, but it was a joke. So, right, okay. So we had a 6-week hiatus, and I knew she was going away on vacation somewhere. So I got her car registration details. And then wrote out a full version script, gave it to my mate to call her, pretending to, this is a couple of weeks afterwards, pretending to be from the car park in the place where she went, gave their details. And we recorded this whole conversation. And basically said, we only get in touch with you when it comes to over £1,000 and a fine. And this, she was what, 18? So, yeah, it wasn't very.
She'd only been working there for about 2 months. And
and kept going and going and going. But the way my mate did it was really good, because he was very dry about the whole thing. And anytime I was trying to say, well, what can I pay? No, it's going to be £1,000. It needs to be paid today. And it's going on, and we kept, and as I say, we recorded the whole thing, and gave a bit of a big reveal about it. And then Bluetoothed it around the studios. Took what happened.
But the big reveal was, we said, so if you want to get in contact with these people, do you want an email address? This girl's like, yes, yeah, please. And he said, right, so it's Jala. And he said, sorry, what? He said, Jala. Do you want me to write that spelled out for you? And he's like, okay. So it's like OLIVERGOTYOU@haha.com. And she was like, you did try it out.
Okay, thank you. Hi, my name is Lena, and I was wondering, a lot of people the twins are often seen as like a set, they're like almost one character sometimes, but they are different people. And I was wondering what you guys think the differences are between Fred and George and how much that influenced your portrayal of the character.
It kind of came from, like, we were always raised to be individuals anyway, like the only time we were dressed the same was school uniform. So we were always very aware of the individuality of twins. So when we were filming them, I don't know if we ever went out there with a set idea of how to differentiate them. We just knew that they are different people. So on certain jobs on certain scenes we were able to have different costumes, or we kind of met in the middle, didn't we, where instead of having completely different, there'll be like different colours but the same costume.
Thank you.
Hello. So I was wondering, since you became Fred and George before J.K. Rowling finished writing all of her novels, whenever a new book came out and you read it, were you terrified that she was going to kill you?
Yeah.
I mean, how did that feel to read the book and kind of see the first initial script and know, oh, I'm going to do this next month?
It was pretty cool, but you didn't know until everybody else knew something what was going into it. I remember once when the seventh book came out, I got a text from my friend. He said, God, you guys must have really annoyed J.K. Rowling. One of you loses an ear and the other one gets worse than that. And it was one of those things, it's so when you know what's coming on. It's always nice, I suppose, when you read it through the book as well, because it sets it up really well. And then you think how it's going to play out when you come to film it, and when it does, it's actually brilliant.
Thank you.
Hi, I was wondering if you had to pick a favorite line of dialogue that you guys had, what would it be?
She's managed.
So my one. Mine would be probably the best, way to ruin a guy trying to pull a girl, which is just mourning.
Hi, I'm Sylvia. I've been kind of hanging around your autograph section for the past couple days.
Stalker.
That's not very nice. I have been dying to hear you guys say babbling, bumbling, band of the booze for the past, forever.
Sorry, say what?
Babbling, bumbling, band of the booze from the Goblet of Fire. Your British accent is
Okay, you need to do it with me then. Bubbling, babbling, band of the food.
babbling, bumbling, band of the booze.
Food.
Okay, but I talked to you guys yesterday, sort of, before I ran off. I was really nervous, but I asked you guys, or one of you, I don't know, but if you guys ever took acting classes before you tried out. And Harry Potter is the reason why I take acting classes at my school. And you guys are actually the reason why I try out for all the funny parts. So, yeah, I was Yente and Fiddler in the Roof and stuff like that. And And I was wondering if you guys were really, really confident whenever you first tried out, because you guys didn't have very much experience.
To be honest, we'd done a little bit at school, but not really acting lessons. And when we went for the auditions, it was very much, I suppose, what's the worst that can happen? They're going to say no, oh, never mind. We don't know any different to it. And I think it's just a case of being in the right place at the right time. They were auditioning for a lot of parts, a lot of people going for Fred and George. And when we were, I think the whole audition process, we were there, it was just, what's the worst that can happen? Which I think came across, especially the casting director said that was very much like a Fred and George thing. When they saw us go in, it was very much, they could tell we wanted it, but at the same time it was, yeah, it's fun.
Dan, one more thing. You didn't say Bath and Bubble at the end of the booth.
I can't. I had to mime it and then we dubbed it in. I'm joking, I'm kidding. Babbling, bumbling band of baboons.
I was just wondering if you were really happy with the roles of Fred and George and who their characters were and who J.K. Rowling wrote them out to be, if you found similarities with them, or if there's anything you could change about the characters, would you have?
No, to be honest with you, I wouldn't, because I generally think we were probably the best characters in the film to play. And we were, we were just encouraged to have fun, and if we ever joked around on set and got someone stared at us, we'd say, "What a great character." And so it was, it was cool to have that, and then I guess the characters kind of rubbed off on each other, kind of thing. Like some of me came out in playing Fred, and some of it came out in me in day-to-day life. So apart from the ginger hair dyeing experience, that'd be it.
Thank you.
Hello. I was wondering what house both of you think you would be in, personally, and also Oliver, can I have your name tag? Please.
Yes, and we actually got sorted when the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando opened, and it's quite cool. I got sorted into Gryffindor, which is good because I've got some Gryffindor stuff. Because that was helpful. And but we were actually split up. We weren't in the same house. I am a Hufflepuff. Have fun.
It's only giving boo.
Hello, Hufflepuff here. I'm Susan, and my question has nothing to do with Harry Potter, but I want to know which one of you is the best golfer. That was quick.
Yeah. Yeah, we're very competitive, as you can probably tell. So I am.
Let's talk handicaps then.
Let's talk trophies won.
Bam!
Thank you.
Now, what about you guys against Tom Felton?
I think we're on even scores every time we played each other. But we were actually with Tom last year when he got his first hole-in-one. And it has to be the jammiest shot I've ever seen.
He's not bitter at all.
No, I'm not. But it was pretty cool to see. And he's come on really. He's only been playing about 3 or 4 years, but he's really come on really well.
We somehow managed to blag the best trip ever of golf with Potter. It was on one of the DVDs on, I think, the 7th film on the DVD extras. It came to us originally and said, the publicity girl said, we think about doing an interview with you guys at a driving range down the road. And somehow, we were able to keep pushing it, saying, what about this, what about this, what about this? And we ended up blagging 2 days at the Ryder Cup venue in Wales. And it turned out to be a really, really cool interview. And it's on the second DVD, not the part 1. 7 part 1. It's called In the Cup.
Yeah, I saw it. It was great.
Yeah, it was, that was all from someone saying, do you want to spend half an hour at a driving range too? Do you want to spend 2 days playing golf? Really good.
Thank you.
Well, hi, my name is Chevy, and I was wondering, after the first Harry Potter film came out, I think you were in high school then, so your social life changed in anything? Your friends, something like that?
No, to be honest, our friends stayed the same. We just got a hell of a lot more, we call it leg pulling, with walking into school one day with bright red hair. And when you're 14, it's not normally a normal thing to do, to turn ginger to school. But to be honest with you, our mates have been great, and they get the Potter thing, but they don't really know how big it is. Until actually we took one of our friends to the opening of the Wizarding World, when they expected 75,000 people to turn up, and almost 150,000 turned up. So my mate Stuart from Birmingham, where we're from, was like, bloody hell. They keep us very in check.
Thank you.
Hi. Besides for each other, what was like your favorite person to film with outside?
There's quite a lot of cool people around, you know, when we're filming with them. I mean, obviously Rupert was a good mate when we were filming the lot. We'd spend virtually every day just playing table tennis or building a remote control plane. Probably Ruth for me.
He stole what I was going to say now. To be honest, we had such great fun working with everyone. Like, obviously the younger actors we all formed a very close friendship with, but the adult actors as well. It seemed like we didn't do drama school or anything like that, so our teachers were essentially Julie Walters and Alan Rickman, Rod Coltrane, who's who of British theatre and cinema. So it was, I think, sorry if I'm going on like this, but the Michael Gambon, who played Dumbledore in the last 5 movies, 6 movies, I think. He was just shooting the scene when Dumbledore dies in the 6th movie, and he came outside in between takes, and I was there. I think I was doing a scene somewhere else. And he said, "So what are you doing at the weekend then, James?" I was like, "Well, actually, I'm reading Peter and the Wolf with the Halley Orchestra." Both of them know it's like so when the orchestra play the songs, obviously we read in, but I've never done it before, and you have to read in time with the music. So I'm pretty nervous for doing it in front of about 1,800 people or something. So I was a bit, I don't really know what to do. So Michael, dressed as Dumbledore, says, "Oh, sit down, let's go over it, I've done that." So I'm literally having a lesson with Dumbledore about having a singing. It just kind of shows how humble a lot of those guys were. Michael's absolutely a legend, so very, very nice man.
Thank you. Hi, my name's Emily, and I was going to ask this question at the autograph session, but I kind of had a stroke and just fell over right away. Can I have a hug for both of you, please? Please?
After we can.
Okay. Yeah.
Should we keep the questions going for now? We'll grab one afterwards then.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I was wondering if we can expect any future films from either both of you together or separate coming up?
Yeah, we're doing, I did one about 2 weeks ago, which is quite cool in England. It's called Ears. Well, this time, which is fun. It's like a big prosthetic comedy thing. Funny. And then James and I are going to do a film in about 2 months' time, which is quite a lot different to Harry Potter, which we're excited about doing. So that should be fun.
And when will we expect those to be viewable?
Ears, I'm not too sure, probably within 6 months I would have thought, and that, the latest one will be over 18 months maybe, 2 years.
Thank you.
Hi guys, my question is kind of similar. So I was wondering what kinds of roles you guys will be looking out for in the future, either together or separately. Do you want to continue playing twins on screen or kind of branch out?
To be honest with you, I just go for whatever's. If something comes my way which I see's great, I'll definitely go for it. As I said, the stage show I did, it's really random, like a very random show. It's essentially, I played a 6'3" Catholic guy who wanted to become Woody Allen. So yeah, which was, I loved it to be honest with you. It was so off the wall and crazy, but we did pretty well doing it. And yeah, so from that to a very serious role, which is what we're doing next. So that should open to all things.
Great, thank you. I'm Rihanna. I was wondering kind of what you guys have been doing since the last movie came out, and also, I was also wondering if I could have a hug.
No hugs right now. What we've been doing since filming, we did quite a lot of travelling, which is something which I love to do. So yeah, we did a hell of a lot of travelling, and I also, as I've done some stage stuff, done some other smaller films. So yeah, we've been keeping busy.
Yeah, as I say, Jason, with the travelling and promoting the films and the exhibit, that's been really cool. And back last year, I actually started a website, jobworld.com, which is about like travel and stuff, whether it be, which got down really well. We've had like over 3 million hits in September, so it's pretty sweet. Yeah, so writing a lot about Chicago and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's been really good.
Hi, my name is Micah, and I was wondering if you've either seen or heard of Team Star Kids, a Harry Potter series of musicals, and what your thoughts are.
I've seen the first one, I think it is. We were in an airport in Sydney, and one of the guys who were travelling was like, "Oh, have you seen this?" Past the time, it's pretty fun.
Awesome. And then, what do you think of Ivana being in like the last one? Because she played herself, like Luna, in the last one. What do you think of that? Like, is that cool? Or...
She was in what?
She was in like, so they have 3 musicals,
yeah.
And in the very last one, she played Luna.
Oh right, really?
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, so you should watch it. See her again. Thank you.
As a twin myself, my twin and I bicker constantly. Is it the same with you, or do you get along quite nicely?
There's a divide. We get on. I think you have to when you're working and travelling together quite a lot. We don't really see each other outside of it. But no, I'm joking.
We did actually request there 2 tables here.
No, we do get on, and I guess it's just a maturity thing. When we were younger, obviously we had a bit of a bickering rivalry, but now the rivalries are just down on the golf course and the FIFA soccer game. So.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I was just wondering when Matt Smith announced that he was leaving Doctor Who, did either of you consider auditioning to be the next Doctor?
I didn't even know about it. I got actually I was walking down the road and a little old lady who lives at the bottom of my road came over and said, "My daughter who lives in America said that you're going to be the next Doctor Who." And I was like, well, they don't say either. And then when they announced the new Doctor last week, I think it was, my Twitter filled up with like, "Is it going to be you? Is it going to be you?" And I was just sitting at home like, nope.
we were playing cricket and a guy came over to me and went, "Oh, I see you guys aren't going to be here later today tonight, because they're invading you later." Half the first innings you're looking at the driver going, "What's happening?" But it would have been cool, but maybe next time.
Thanks.
Hello, I'm Michelle. I met you guys yesterday. It was wonderful. I was just wondering, like on the set, you guys, like finish each other's sentences and talk at the exact same time. Did you guys ever have difficulty with those lines, and can you demonstrate?
We had to, a lot of it was rehearsal, to be honest with you, and finishing each other's sentences kind of happens occasionally, but not all the time. If you want to jump in and try and...
I'll try and Yeah, kind of, as James said, it's like when it's written down in the script especially, it's so easy to practice and go from there. But yeah, so when you completely to the senses normally happens every now and then, especially if it's a story, it sometimes happens. But yeah, obviously rehearsal is more important.
Thank you.
Have you guys ever thought about narrating audiobooks?
Yeah. A little bit. I think it was very good to be able to do some of the voiceover work in the Alta game, and everything, so in the sound studio. And actually earlier this year, there's a big book festival called the Hay Festival in England, which is like a Glastonbury type thing of books. Which is really cool, and I was actually asked to read a story out live on the BBC Breakfast Show, which goes out for, did you listen to it?
Yeah.
Sweet. Which goes out to about 15 million people live, which is pretty daunting, but it was even more daunting that the author of the book was in the room at the same time. So you're like, okay. Oh, and he's 10, by the way, so you really want to upset him. But it was really fun, I really enjoyed it, and again, practicing it beforehand.
You guys embody so many characters.
Thanks.
So talking about a role that you guys are in that you probably don't know anything about. What about Hamlet? Because currently IMDb shows both of you being in the movie upcoming Hamlet. True? False?
Maybe.
Maybe. No, it's kind of one of those things where it's not signed and sealed yet, so when it's signed and sealed, then if it is, then great. If it doesn't come off, then yeah, hopefully next time.
It's on the internet, so it has to be true.
Hi, my name's Laura, and thank you for coming out. I don't know if you've thought about this, but I was wondering if you could possibly play any Disney character, voice or in real life. Who would you pick?
Tell you what, I watched for the first time in a long while the other week. It was on the TV, Dumbo. So I haven't seen it. Well, to be honest, it was on, and it was weird. So I was thinking, what's the actual story about? I didn't find out. And I suppose he's a crow with like a little hat. Really liked him.
Timon in Lion King.
Having had both red hair and brown hair, do gingers or brunettes have more fun?
Well, there's that stage as well where when you dye your hair ginger, then you had to dye it back brown. And I went on vacation to one of the Mediterranean islands. And throughout the period of the week, my hair started changing like a blonde colour because the dye still wasn't out. And the guys that I was there with, they didn't know what I did for a job. Well, some of them didn't. And they were like, what's happening with your hair? Like, is it? I was like, oh, it always affects with the sun. It's really weird. So I don't know. I think everyone has fun.
Hi guys, I'm Kate. Recently with Emma's The Perks of Wallflower coming out, and Tom's Rise of Planet of the Apes, and Dan's new movie coming out soon, they all take on American accents. Can we hear your guys' American accents?
Well, the show I did, I had to do like a Woody Allen accent, but doing it in front of all Americans is very intimidating.
You guys do it, I'll do a really bad British accent. What do you want me to say?
Hello and welcome to Chicago.
Hello, and welcome to Chicago. Oh, it's fun. Oliver, you have to do this too, just so you know.
Wait, what?
I said you have to do this too. This isn't just for James, both of you.
No, you just missed what he did. He did the accent.
It's hard of hearing.
Okay, done. Thanks, Mike. I'm really nervous. Great. thank you very much for coming to see us here in Chicago, and I can't wait to come home again.
Come on, Oliver, something longer. You talk really soft.
Really put me on the spot now as well.
No, you know how James felt.
What's that?
No, you know how James felt.
No, but he did it on the stage before, he knows how to do it. Alright. Compared to, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Let's just say I win. Alright, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Keeps looking at me like, call security.
I was thinking, well, mine.
What is your favorite Harry Potter book?
I think mine would be the Goblet of Fire. Just because it kind of, it brought, I don't know, you saw, it was the first time you saw the Wizarding World and how the adults lived it, and the World Cup and everything like that. So yeah, Goblet of Fire.
I think mine would be The Prisoner of Azkaban. What's yours?
I'm still reading the first, so I don't really know.
Hi, I'm Haley. To be honest, I'm a little shaky right now. But being Fred and George, they're really troublemakers. And if you had to change your character in the movie, who would you guys pick?
Dobby?
I've probably gone for Creature as well.
Creature is not like Oliver in the morning anyway, so it's
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I love you guys. If this is more of a what-if situation, like, how do you think you guys' lives would be right now if you did not take on the roles of consistency in the Harry Potter series for many years? I mean, where do you think you'd be right now if do you think about if you would have maybe done other roles, acting, or maybe even a different career choice?
I think definitely a different career choice, because I know, well, I don't know if anyone knows this, the week before we went to do our first Potter audition, in the UK, at year 9s, when you're, say, 14, you choose what subjects you're going to do for the next couple of years. And the drama teacher at the school said, don't take acting, don't take drama, because you're not going to have a career in it. So you can imagine my face when I walk in the following term with ginger hair. But yeah, to be honest, answer your question, I have absolutely no idea what I'd be doing. I guess I really like carpentry and all that kind of stuff at school, but I couldn't tell you where I would be right now. So if I can't sleep tonight wondering, I'm going to blame you.
Yeah, I think as James said, it wasn't really on the radar when we went through, or until we heard that there was an audition going on, and we thought, well, I'll go for it. So yeah, I have no idea where I would have been. I'd probably gone to uni and studied geography or history, something like that. You know, really fun stuff. But yeah, so something in terms of that.
You guys made the right choice.
Hi there, guys. I was just wondering, with the big infusion of like British actors coming into American media, with Henry Cavill is Superman, I believe Andrew Garfield is British as well for Spider-Man. I'm sorry, I don't remember. But if you guys could be any superhero, who would you want to be if you were offered the role, or if you could audition for the role?
It's really stumped now. This is going to be one of those questions where tonight I'm like, oh, that's what I should have said. I'm going to say The Flash.
Probably probably Batman.
I actually have one question and one request. My first question is, did you guys do any scenes with Peeves? And my second request is, can you guys both say at the same time, I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. That's my favorite line, it's on the back of my car. So.
That's all the cameras come out. Right, you gotta do it with us, and you gotta count us in.
Okay, like count to 10, like down or up? Like,
I'll count us in, and we'll go to it.
Okay,
Alright.
1, 2, 3. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. Yeah. And then, did you guys do anything with Peeves that just didn't get in the movie? Because I was upset that Peeves wasn't there.
We didn't get to do anything with Peeves, unfortunately, because in the there was a Peeves cast movie in the first film, a guy called Rick Mail, who is like, to me, an acting like comedy genius. I just sat next to him on the first read through, and I was like. But yeah, unfortunately, they didn't keep it in, which is a shame because it would have been really good. But I suppose it's like I was saying earlier, things get cut from films, books. But yeah, unfortunately, that would have been really cool.
Thank you.
Okay, this is for the both of you. I think a lot of ladies are dying to know, single or taken?
That's awkward, isn't it? Yeah. No, I'm taking it.
Yeah, I'm taking 2. So, I didn't used to be, but I am.
Thank you.
Do you guys just ever get tired of smiling and answering questions?
I don't know, I'm pretty sure if we weren't answering questions, we were in a room here, no one turned up, we wouldn't be smiling. So, you know, it's cool. It's still really cool to come to the other side of the world and get such a nice response from people, and people are happy to speak to us about what we've done and everything. It's, yeah, we're really lucky, and we don't take that